good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, it becomes really interesting when the SARS commissioner, that's the tax office commissioner, Edward Kieswetter, says that taxpayers are going to start thinking of withholding their tax payments. And he's actually now saying that this might actually happen. And he's suggesting that they've got very good reasons to be concerned about what is happening to their payments of tax that are supposed to be going to support the country, but actually landing up in the pockets of the well-connected. So, this is the background. South African taxpayers may start withholding their tax payments due to years of corruption. This is according to News SARS Commissioner Edward Kieswetter, who said that this withholding of funds may ultimately lead to an international bailout from an organization like the IMF. Speaking at a tax conference on Monday, the 26th of July, so it's just over a month ago now, Kieswetter said that falling trust in the collector by individuals and companies had led to rising levels of tax avoidance and fraud, bleeding billions from the government. When public trust wanes, as is the current case, then taxpayers feel morally justified to withhold or manipulate their taxes, Kieswetter said. When revenue collection is undermined, it traps us in a vicious cycle of revenue decline, as we've experienced, and consequently the need to go with begging bowls to borrow money, with effectively mortgages our future. Earlier this month, IMF officials said that South Africa has not approached the fund for a bailout and was still far from needing to do so. Of course, we know that Ramaphosa is considering raiding the pension funds in South Africa. This has been spoken about quite openly now. However, some economists have indicated that the threat of a bailout may force South Africa's government to push through the reforms it needs to rescue the economy. An expanded bailout for struggling power utility Eskom and calls for other state companies for support have strained the nation's budget, prompting business groups and analysts to warn the country could be pressed to ask the IMF to help keep the lid on ballooning debt. Tabi Lioko, an independent economist, said in an emailed response to Bloomberg, the IMF is used as a scare tactic to make the government aware that if we don't implement the necessary policies, we may be forced to turn. South Africa's problems are not insurmountable. We know that what we need to do. Our problem is a lack of implementation and political will. Well, the reason I'm bringing up a story that's a month old is because I've received several emails from people who say there's actually a circular that's doing the rounds in South Africa now, where there's a group which are refusing to pay their taxes. And look, I don't advocate any of my subscribers break the law, because if you do withhold your tax and the tax office comes after you, if you think you're leaving South Africa, that could be a huge red cross on your migration request. So just be very careful with this. Obviously the corruption going on in South Africa is really, really appalling. I'm not going to forward that document to anyone here, because I just don't feel comfortable about providing information that might, go pear-shaped. So please, guys, just be aware that there are a growing number of people who are now going to withhold paying their tax in South Africa. It is going to cause a drain on the revenues of South Africa, and I think it goes without saying that Ramaphosa is going to now start looking into how he can get money out of the pension funds. Just another form of theft. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video and have a safe day.